Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today, wherever you are joining me from, and that you had a good Easter or bank holiday if you don't celebrate Easter. Well, today is another travel video. It's all about why you should choose Poland as your next destination, maybe for the summer, maybe for a weekend, maybe for one of the next bank holiday weekends that are happening. If you live in Britain, we've got three in May and another one in August too. So here is my advice on why you should choose Poland. First of all, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out and helps me to be able to make these videos and provide free information for you guys. Please do check the travel tips section as well. I have loads of videos about handy tips, how to save money, how to stay safe, all of those sorts of things, what destinations offers and whatnot. They're all there. So the number one reason is it's just a little bit different from other places in Europe. So you have the classic tourist destinations like Spain, Italy, Portugal, which do still have some really nice scenery, and they're still great places to go to. But Poland doesn't feel as much as a tourist destination as other places do. So, if you're looking for something that's a bit different and away from maybe the crowds, then you should definitely think about Poland. So, the second reason is that the price of things when you're there is fairly inexpensive. They don't actually use euro; they have zloty as their own currency. Some tourist places or big cities will accept euros or even British pounds, but it won't be as such a good exchange rate, and not all places will accept that. So it's always better to convert before. If you want a way to save on foreign fees, then I'll also put some links down below for you guys, so that you're able to see that. But it's a relatively inexpensive place. I mean, eating out, even in big cities, is not horrifically expensive, even in hotels. So and they have a wide variety of different types of restaurants as well. In big cities, you'll find everything. If you do go to like the more chain restaurants, or if you're right in the middle of a tourist hotspot, then you will pay a bit more, of course, but it still won't be an extortionate price. So if you go around looking for the places that local people go to, like to eat or drink, then you'll save really a lot of money. If you stay somewhere a little bit further from the city centers or rural areas, then it gets even cheaper. And public transport is pretty cheap. Normally, it's around 4 or 5 zloty, so like less than a pound for a bus or train fare. And taxis are also relatively inexpensive in Poland. Most cities have an airport that's not too far from the town as well, so you won't be spending a lot of money or time getting to or from the airport most of the time. The other reason is flights are generally pretty inexpensive. There are lots of budget airlines that fly there. If you want my tips on flights, again, have a look at my other travel videos. Or there are also the main legacy airlines like BA and LOT that do fly there, of course, but it depends what you're looking for. Generally, you won't pay much for flights there. The third reason is that the scenery is just stunning, especially in the old towns. They've kind of kept the architecture as it was. And if you do one of the tours, the historical tours, your guide will explain that and all about Poland's history, what happened during World War II, why the buildings are like they are today. And they're very unique. For example, in Warsaw, it's like every house is slightly different. There's really some stunning things to see, and if you're into history, you definitely won't be bored if you go to Warsaw, for example, or another city in Poland. So those are my top three reasons why you should think about Poland as a destination. Another thing is in tourist areas, people do often speak English, or younger people learn English at school, so they will have some level if you do need. It's always advisable to learn a little bit of the language or have a translator app and prepare things in advance, especially as the public transport can be a bit confusing. You normally buy bus fares by times, like a 20-minute fare or a 1 hour fare. and you don't buy it from the driver. You either have to buy it in advance. Some buses and trams do have a machine where you buy, or also there's an app, but that depends on the city and you shouldn't rely on that. So you do need to be prepared if you do use public transport. The other thing is that there's also a wide variety of foods there. There's traditional Polish, um, that's the more like meat and two veg sorts of meals. And if you're in a large city, you'll also find various other types of cuisine, such as Asian, Indian restaurants, for example, that they do have as well. If you go to a shopping center, they'll often have a variety of restaurants inside the shopping center as well. That's another reason why you should think about it. It's kind of like there's something for everyone to do there. The bargains that I found for this summer, there's quite a few offers right now. If you're looking for a way of getting a free trip to Poland or a very inexpensive trip, there is something called Angloville, and I have done one of their programs before. You help Polish learners with their English. So you don't need to be an English teacher for this, but you do need to be a native. So either from Britain, Ireland, USA, Canada, one of the native speakers that, and obviously meet any of the visa requirements. Poland is in the EU, so if you have an EU passport, then you don't need any visa. If you're from, say, the US or Great Britain, then you would get a 90-day entry pass for the Schengen area, and that does include Poland. So the Angloville website, I'll put all of this in the descriptions, but I'll share my screen now so that you're able to see. They do also have other destinations. I believe that's Italy or maybe Malta. But you can see all the reviews and what they offer there. It is quite an intensive program, not Poland. I was thinking about it there, but you can see here, they do go to various places. And you can see all of their upcoming trips here. It seems to be a little slow. But if you head to the website or just type in your name there, you'll get the information. They do have ski programs and junior programs as well. So you can see the different ones here. They do also cater to vegans and vegetarians, and they normally do these trips at hotels. So you'll all go together with the other volunteers and the leaders and the Polish students to a hotel, and you'll be with them during the day, doing different activities, one-to-ones, debates, that sort of thing, to help them with their English. And for the few days before and also after, you could explore the main city where you'll be taken back to on a bus. So it's just a really good way to get a free trip. And when you're at the hotel, you are also normally able to use the facilities if it has a gym or spa, anything like that. In the free time, you are able to use in most of the hotels. It may vary, but generally you are allowed to use those facilities in your free time, and your meals are provided. There's laundry services as well. So it's a program where you are looked after, although it is quite hard work and intensive because you're talking all day for 10 to 12 hours per day, but there is some free time built in as well. If you're just after a holiday, there are some great offers right now with trip.com. If you look at the summer hotel deals, again, I'll put the links in the chat there. There are also some promo codes from today until the 14th of April with some really good deals that they'll be released at noon GMT each day. There's also for tours and tickets as well, and many destinations. They do also have a referral program where if you know any friends looking to book a trip, then you can refer them. They have some other great deals as well on all sorts of things like flights, hotels, airport transfers, even public transport within cities. For example, if you travel to China, this is a really good tool because you're able to book Chinese trains here. But you are also, yeah, you can see South Korea, Europe as well. They have a service where you're able to see the train times and reserve at the same time so that you already have a ticket in advance there. The other offer is last minute. They do have some great deals if you book a flight and hotel together. You'll be able to see just one moment when it loads. So they have various cities in Poland. Warsaw is another great city in Poland. And there are some great hotels at much lower prices than you'll get in other European places. For example, Radisson in Europe or the US is pretty expensive, but in Poland it's a fairly affordable price. You can see here, with flights included, there is Radisson for 3 nights and just £344 per person. So with your flights included, that's really quite a good deal, and city centre accommodation as well, all provided. So if you're interested in any of those offers, I will put the links down below. I do put others in my travel videos, and please do subscribe for the latest travel offers too. I do also have a Facebook page you can have a look at there. I regularly post tips, offers, deals, any other relevant information. And if you do have any questions, you're free to message me on there. I always like to see where people are from and what they're up to this summer. So that's all for now, but I do hope you have a great summer and you had a great Easter, and I'll be back soon with another video, but bye for now.